And hello, my sweet Jubilees.
Yeah.
We're here.
We're here. It's Friday. It's a beautiful Friday out, actually.
It is a beautiful Friday. I am so freaking tired. Oh, my God.
Long night at the club?
Every night.
Every night. Extra long.
Extra long. All right.
Cool. That was a fun interview.
That was a fun interview. Let me, can we tweet out that we're live?
On it. Done.
Oh my God. That's from Shahryar Hashemi. You guys are looking great today.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. It's that new exfoliant that we're using. It's called lasagna.
Lasagna.
It's called
Oh,
lasagna.
dude. Oh, man. That is so good.
I'm glad that's like your joke of the week.
Do you know? No.
Is that your lugs joke of the week?
She kept calling her friend. She's like, do I sound like that? And they're all like, yes. That's how you sound.
As long as she's not, well, it's not really a Jess impression.
I know, but it's a great Jess impression.
As long
though.
as she's not offended.
No, she loves it.
That shit was funny on set. I hope I didn't stretch your sweater out too much.
All right, guys. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Just like Garfield, I'm using lasagna as an exfoliant.
I love lasagna. I love lasagna.
Who doesn't love lasagna?
And she makes a great lasagna.
I'm sure she does.
That's why it's so funny, because she's like very proud of her lasagna and her chicken cutlet.
I gotta go home and make lasagna for my kids.
All right, let's start this. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. In 3, 2, and 1. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Matt. You know what? I'm just going to keep doing the show. Welcome to Matt Men, your source for all things professional wrestling. I'm joined by Rich Stambolian.
Hello.
The king of lasagna.
I was the king of lasagna. I gotta come home and make it for my family.
I gotta tell you guys, I can't even control myself. We had a WrestleMania party last weekend, which was a lot of fun. And at one point of the night, you know, everybody's a little silly. Rich proceeds to put on my wife's sweater and starts impersonating my wife. Rich, what you can't do?
2 kids got him. Husband got him. You know what? I gotta go home. I gotta make lasagna for my kids and my family.
And that is my wife. That's exactly.
Maybe the mom makes some big eating.
You know, I had to say, that is the perfect impersonation of my wife. That's all she talks about is lasagna and chicken parm.
Mm-hmm.
And she wears big sweaters. That's it. That's it. That's nothing more you need to know. Guys, we have a lot to talk about today. I'm in regular civilian clothing today.
Yeah.
I am exhausted. I got home like 1 o'clock in the morning last night. I woke up at 4. 2 nights in a row like this. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, man. Listen, like, you know how wrestlers say there's like, you got your bump card and your bump card gets full? I think you and I, like my up late card, I have maybe 2 notches on it left. You're close.
I'm hanging in, man.
Yeah.
I'm hanging in. A lot of pro wrestling, a lot of good pro wrestling, man. WrestleMania week passed. There was a lot of wrestling to watch. Friday, we had that Ring of Honor show that I very much enjoyed.
Oh, yeah.
The production looked great.
Very good show.
You know, they put on a fantastic show. I very much enjoyed it. Nobody talked about that Impact show, though.
No, sadly.
I
got a question / comment for you.
Yeah.
We're both kind of like production dorks.
Yeah.
Do you think Tony Khan's also got to be a production nerd? Do you think he turned around and was like, yo, I'm buying this shit to make it look good?
And he did make it look good.
Yeah.
He made it look really good. You could see it kind of was shot like an AEW show.
Yes.
Like visually, and that's a compliment. That's a positive. It looked really good. We're going to talk about that. Also, the big Cody stuff. Cody finally showed up. He debuted. There were people still at the evening of night 1 telling me this is a work and Cody is not going there and Cody's going to show up in Ring of Honor.
I was one of those people.
You were one of those people.
Yeah.
Were you really?
I was like, you know what? Watch this guy not show.
Yeah, but I gave you the Iggy, though.
You gave me the Iggy. But even still, I was like, watch this guy not show up. It's going to be Bray Wyatt. Really quick, $1.99, Bachelor 3000. Thank you. Good morning, my party boys.
Oh, yeah. I was a party boy. And, very much so.
We got another $5 super chat from Shreya Hashemi. We're going to address that later on the question portion of the show. Thank you.
Oh, that's a good one. All right. So, where do you want to begin, Rich? You picked because there's so much.
Let's go through WrestleMania weekend quickly since we just talked about it.
Let's do it.
Obviously, two big stories from night one. Cody returns to beat Seth Rollins. Cody able to keep the entire American Nightmare package, ensemble, music, pyro, presentation, the whole nine. I think that was such a cool move on WWE's part.
He really looked like a huge star returning to the company. I can't believe it's been 7 years since he left,
dude.
Because
wild.
You know why? It doesn't feel like 7 years, and I'll tell you why. The pandemic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I think, dude, seriously, and I'm not joking. Like in my mind think it's the year 2020. I think I always think it's the year 2000. Conan O'Brien's doing that skit still. You were a big fan of that skit, and you turned me out to Conan O'Brien.
Ages
ago. So I would say, they played this up right. This was a big moment. But in my head, they're like, oh, it's been 7 years. I'm like, impossible. How could it be 7 years? And you're like, 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I'm like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
It's almost 7 years.
2020 and 2021, I would like to be stricken from the record just because I turned 40 last year, so it would be nice to be 38 again.
And then do it again?
And then do it again.
I'm turning 38 this year. So Cody returned, defeated Seth Rollins. Fantastic match, right?
What a great match. These guys have such chemistry together even after so long. It just seems like everything locks into place. Cody has that big main event style to begin with. And we always talk about that. He can work well with anybody within reason. Like, this guy's not taking, top of the neck suplexes. He's working a very safe style. And he did in Japan, and he did in AEW. He did in Ring of Honor, he did in Impact, and he's going to do it again now. Except now, you got the glitz and glam of WWE behind you. And let me ask you something. Did it not feel natural to see him back in that ring?
It did feel natural. He looked great in that ring. Listen, man, he's he started his career there. That's what he knows. He went, he left, he did it the right way. I think he needs to be in a feud with Drew. That should be his first opponent.
Really?
Yeah, and I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
Same story.
Okay.
They were subjugated to this ridiculous, clownish character.
Mm-hmm.
They both got released or requested a release or got fired, whatever the scenario. I can't remember what it was with. I think Cody wanted to leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cody wanted to leave. Drew got fired. They left. They traveled the world. They became a new person. They learned. They grew as a person. They did everything the right way, and now they came back. You gotta appreciate that story. Now, would I have wanted Cody in AEW? Yeah, I think I enjoyed him in AEW, but this adds more legitimacy to a top babyface in that company in WWE because they don't have one.
I agree with you 100%. I do think though, it's for my money, I feel like it's going to be KO. His first feud.
You think? Oh, yeah, because they did a dark match.
They did a dark match.
Okay.
But what I would like to see, and this is, I haven't heard anything about this. This is just like fanboy shit, right? You get, at some point, you may get that tag team match of Austin and Cody versus KO and Seth.
You would love that. I know you would.
But it's plausible at this point, right?
No,
you don't think so? You think Austin's done?
He's done.
Rode off into the sunset?
Yeah, he's done.
All right. Speaking of Austin and KO main evented WrestleMania, which started as the KO show. Now, we all knew where this was going.
Yeah, and it went exactly how it should have. Everything about this was perfect. This was a perfect... Do you know what Dave gave it?
What?
3.5 stars.
That's pretty excellent.
That is really excellent.
Yeah.
Couple surprising moments. One huge disappointing moment for me in this match.
Mm-hmm.
Austin didn't take off his shirt. I wanted him shirtless. Oh, hell yeah.
Do you think, was that a last-minute call, or...
I think maybe just didn't feel confident.
Yeah.
He looked great. There were moments. It's amazing. There were moments that he was Austin.
Absolutely.
And then there were moments you're like, okay, he's 57.
He's Steve Williams.
He's
Steve Austin.
Steve Austin. There were a couple of those. I think he was moving better night 2 than night 1. We'll get to night 2.
Yeah.
But I thought Kevin Owens and him did a great job. The biggest surprise moment of that match for me, he took a backdrop. on the concrete.
It's ridiculous.
Like, and he's so heavy. You know, he's dense.
He's very dense. He's a very big guy.
And he went up and he just slammed down. I'm like, my God, he's taking a bump on the concrete. I mean, they really did a great smoke and mirrors brawl.
Absolutely. You know what's kind of funny too, leading up to it, and everybody was so on point with this, where they were like, if this dude does his entrance and shows up with his knee braces, he's wrestling.
And he did.
And he did. So you know it was going to go down.
Well, one of the knee braces, the strap got loose.
Oh, it's all
right.
It's all right. He looked like he was having a good time.
Yeah.
Bianca Belair beat Becky Lynch to win the Raw Women's Championship. It was a solid back and forth match. Both of them looked phenomenal. It was a very captivating match.
Which one?
Bianca and Becky.
Yeah, that was a very good match.
Yeah.
I thought that was a night one that was in the top match. I think Dave gave it a 4 stars or something.
Looks like NYC Demon Diva is back.
Issa's back. We're fighting.
I'm in New York and I'm ready to fight.
I can't fight
Adrian.
you today though. I can't fight you today.
She came back with extra long nails.
She did come back with extra long nails. She's been growing them out in Puerto Rico the whole time. That's why she went down there. She stuck it in the sand and it just grows. She just stood there. We'll talk. I want to get together. You should meet up with us too. It's always a good time with Issa.
Yeah, whenever you guys want, let me know.
That was a lot of fun.
You have to let me know though. Kyle Masters, $5. Viva Las Vegas. Cody Rhodes lip bite gift. Thanks, bud. Let's see. Moving on. Logan Paul and The Miz beat the Mysterios.
Way better than I thought.
Logan Paul did a phenomenal job.
Dude, I can't say a bad thing about that guy.
What an athlete.
He looked like $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
He did fantastic in the ring.
Yeah.
Like, natural athlete.
Absolutely.
You know, those Paul brothers, they're onto something. His gear was fantastic. He came out with a $6 million Pokemon around his neck.
Like a graded Pokemon.
A graded Pokemon
That's
around
wild.
his neck.
It's wild.
These kids these days.
And Miz.
You never saw me going around with my Michael Jordan cards around my neck.
Did you have a Michael Jordan rookie card?
I have a Michael Jordan rookie card.
Yeah.
It was like the last I checked, it was $3,600.
Wow. You know what my ultimate card prize was when I was a kid?
What?
I had a Jose Canseco rookie card.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. That blew up for a while. I don't think it's worth too much now, but whatever. Logan Paul looked great, man. Miz turned on him at the end of the match. We're going to get that match in the future, right?
I don't know. Are we?
I think so. I think Logan Paul versus The Miz could be thrown on. Are they doing Backlash? What's the next one?
WrestleMania Backlash.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
you could do it there.
And I think this was a very interesting match.
Well, they turned. Remember, Miz turned on him.
Yeah. I just said
Yeah. So they will do it.
Go?
Okay, never mind. Never mind. They will do it.
Where did you go right there?
I go to a dark place.
Where did you go?
Sometimes I just sink into a place.
You stared straight ahead, and I think I heard a microchip wearing, and now you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. I had to reset. It's okay.
And another weird match that was a lot of fun with an interesting outcome that I think pissed off a lot of people. Charlotte retaining over Ronda Rousey.
I think that outcome would have pissed off no matter what way it went.
I think so.
There were people that were going to be pissed off at Ronda. She is so disliked by a large group of people.
Mad weird, right?
I don't get it. Like, I don't see it. Like, if it's like that she played like this tough person and then she's like a sore loser, if that's the case. But even before that, people were just like, I don't like her.
You know what's interesting? I feel like people like to add, they'll fan the fire with Ronda Rousey, where before the weekend started, there were quote unquote reports that she left the Hall of Fame ceremony in a huff.
She didn't,
because she was angry that she wasn't main eventing WrestleMania. And she came out and was like, I don't know where this is coming from. I got a kid backstage.
Yeah.
You know?
There's a lot of half-truths.
Yeah.
Okay? And I do know what her plan is. One of the big pitched ideas for her. We'll talk about that in the news.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah.
You want to move on to night two?
So overall, what did you like? Night one and night two?
Honestly, I think I had more fun watching night one. But
I had more fun watching night two, but I thought night one was a better show.
I think night one was a better show. Night two was great, but I feel like there was a certain energy from night one that night two was lacking, if that makes sense. But interesting, very good show. Not to knock them. I would say if night one was an 8, night two was a 7.5.
Okay. I will tell you, night two, I liked it for all the reasons why I complain about wrestling. Okay. I liked it for all the stuff that I talk shit about regularly. How I like, I like wrestling. You know, like I want to see a Danielson match.
Right.
That's like the wrestling that I like. Like some people like the death match stuff. That's not really my thing. It's cool. It's whatever. Like I'll watch it, whatever. Not my deal. I got to tell you though, the reason why I loved this show, the night 2, which we'll go into and I will run down the card, was that Johnny Knoxville match.
Loved it.
Okay, I freaking loved it because it was so stupid.
Exactly.
I loved it, and I'll tell you, every casual fan I spoke to absolutely loved it, and the goofy, terrible Vince McMahon stuff.
Yes,
that made my freaking night. So let's go into night 2. Sasha Banks, Naomi.
Sasha Banks and Naomi win the women's tag team titles. I think we saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah.
I feel like whenever this is my perspective and this is my own detective work here. I feel like whenever Sasha is super, super active on social media on her own, regardless of what she publishes, she'll get something at that event. So leading up to this, she was posting a ton of stuff, a lot of beauty stuff, her stretching in the gym, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And just judging by that, I'm like, oh, they're totally winning the titles. You know, like she's making herself look like the boss again.
Yeah.
So they won. That was a fun match. Up next, Johnny Knoxville beating Sami Zayn with a lot of the jackass dudes. Without Steve-O, though.
The wrestling was abysmal, right? There was none. But, couple moments here.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay? You guys know that I absolutely hate Jackass, right?
Yes.
Like, I hate all of it.
We've talked about this for 6 weeks.
6 weeks now. I was ready to crap all over this, but it was absolutely perfect in so many freaking ways. Sammy kicking the shit out of Wee Man's face,
dude,
it gave me such joy.
Yeah,
it gave me such joy to see him kick that little shit in the face. I don't know why.
You know why? Because it's like these guys, being a Jackass fan, right? I feel like
Jackass.
I feel like these dudes backstage were like, "Yeah, you can beat the shit out of us, and it's fine." You know, and like
I hate Wee Man and Pontaneous. What's his name?
Chris Pontaneous. You didn't like Party Boy?
I don't. Chris Christopherson. Don't care for him.
Okay.
I'm not a big dude. I was so angry about this. I was ready to, and I loved everything. Listen, I'm joking. I thought Wee Man was fantastic. That body slam. He did the Andre body slam.
We watched his match together. And after about 1 minute,
I was also really stoned.
1 minute you were, you are. 1 minute you were staring at the TV, and then all of a sudden you were like, "Rich, I like this. It's great. This is great." Like you totally deadpanned it,
dude. I rewatched it with my kids. They loved it. They loved the kids, by the way. All the children. I'm gonna tell you something. This is why sometimes WWE knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
All the kids, every kid that I know watching this, freaking loved it. This was their match.
Yeah.
This is what they watch wrestling for. So when you think about like what we want to watch wrestling for, what we want to watch WWE
I agree.
for, and
100%.
what WWE knows their fan base wants, it's exactly this stupid goofy shit.
Giant mousetrap. You had the big hand, Mark Henry's son.
Mark Henry's son made an appearance.
Hysterical. Wee Man doing the body slam. Knoxville with the taser. Also, did you notice Wee Man's shirt?
What was he wearing on?
He was wearing a WrestleMania shirt, but he blocked out the letters, so it just said Wee Mania.
Oh, great.
Fantastic. Very fun. I feel like a lot of people work themselves into like just straight anger over two things this weekend. Cody coming back and the Jackass stuff.
Yeah.
You know, listen, it's fun.
It was fun. The Nerd Guru says, y'all didn't give Becky and Bianca the credit. So listen, man, it was probably, to me, wasn't the match of the night on night 1 for me was probably the Cody one.
Yeah.
Because it was so anticipated. But I think it was like overall the best performed match of night 1. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the best match of the weekend.
No.
WWE weekend? Maybe.
Let's get through the card and then we'll talk about the best match.
Yeah.
Damian Priest helping Edge beat AJ Styles. How do you feel about the darker Edge?
I want Damian Priest to be a vampire.
He already is, right?
Is he a Dracula? He is.
He's a Dracula.
Yeah. We know someone like we could ask about that, but I think he's a Dracula. Which I'm cool with that because he's a little I could see he dabbles in the macabre.
He's an occultist.
You know what I mean? He could be a little bit. Him and Edge look good together.
They do.
You know?
They do.
Maybe they need a third person in there. Maybe a woman.
Maybe we'll get to that.
Maybe somebody else that's a little
spooky,
little spooky,
or on the darker side,
a little on the darker side, yeah.
Because they're not spooky yet. I feel like Edge is gonna bust out. He's doing purple and black.
No. Damian Priest needs fangs. Okay. He needs a claw.
Fangs don't work.
No. He needs to. He needs to do this.
He needs to do the
ready with his deep ass voice.
Don't fall. Oh my god.
Hold on, ready?
This guy's gonna fall out of his chair right now. That's just one hand.
Just one hand, because he's just one hand. Edge is bonkers looking. What did you think of the match?
I really enjoyed the match. What an interesting position for AJ Styles to be in. What I was as a fan, I'm like,
I think it could have been a little better.
Yes. Where does AJ go from here?
I don't know, man. He's fantastic.
Because I always feel, I don't know how you feel about this, and let's go back and forth on this for like a minute. The cult leader stuff in wrestling, I feel like has been done so many times, and it's tough to pull off. Do you think Edge could do it?
I think Edge could do it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think giving, teaming up. If there's one thing WWE could learn from AEW is using the legends properly to give the rub to younger talent, which I 100% believe that AEW has impacted how they've been doing this.
Interesting.
Randy Orton, Matt Riddle, right?
Great.
Matt Riddle is now a household name to a younger generation of fans.
Yeah. In
a very different capacity that he's a name for us.
Yeah.
We know him from the indies as being this MMA ass kicker. Great wrestler.
Right.
The comparison was always he looks like Kerry, and he has a mind for the business like Angle. He picked it up as quickly as Angle did. I mean, what a great compliment, right? And he goes to WWE, and they kind of about him, and then team him up with Orton, and now he's so over. And I didn't know this. Like, 10-year-old kids, like boys, they love Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Huge Randy Orton fans.
You know why? Because of the RKO.
You think it's the RKO?
I think it's the RKO. I think it's just such a fun and electric move. If you have a pool in your backyard, what are you going to do to your buddy?
RKO.
Right.
Yeah. Stunner, RKO. So I think teaming Damian with Edge is another way to propel him. Listen, he had that great program with Bad Bunny last year. That was fantastic. That was cool stuff. And he definitely got elevated from there. They put that U.S. title on him for a while. He looked great with that title. I've been a big fan of of him in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, dude. And Edge did a great job of alluding to that indie name when he was doing the promo.
Oh, what did he say?
He was just like, the time for punishment is near.
Yeah.
Punishment. And then Damian Priest came out. I think he's going to have spooky arrows now.
Oh, yeah. Do you think so?
I think
toxic arrows?
I think so. S. Dollar. Hey, guys. Been a long time. Hope all is well. All is well.
You know what he should do? He should take that arrow and just point it at somebody in the crowd and just shoot them.
Boom.
Boom, right there.
Just like weird.
But it's not like a pointer. It's like the suction.
Oh.
It's like a suction arrow.
I think they should incorporate plenty of Nerf. Up next, you had Pat McAfee's match with Austin Theory. Austin Theory coming out with Vince. Great WrestleMania moment.
God. Vince was wearing the suit.
All
right. Austin Theory, they like him, man.
Yeah.
They're very fond of him. Good-looking kid. Pat McAfee looked not $1 million. He looked like $10 million.
He did.
Really, he put on a great match with Austin Theory. I thought that was a lot of fun. Austin looked great. He looked great. He beats Austin Theory. Here comes Vince.
Yeah.
You piece of garbage.
Greenwich, Connecticut.
Takes his jacket off. Takes his shirt off. He's still jacked.
He did the tease, too.
He did the tease to take the shirt off, right? And then did one of those. Gets in the ring, and he has a match with Pat McAfee. Dave Meltzer gave it -2 stars.
Oh, hysterical.
You know what I'm going to give it?
10 stars.
I'm going to give it 10 stars.
Awesome.
I'm going to, I know. We do a potato scale.
Yeah.
5.5 potatoes.
Great. Out of how many potatoes?
As many as you want.
Sure.
It could be out of 5. It could be out of 4.
It could be out of 1,000.
It could be out of 1,000. I'm giving it 5.5 potatoes.
The sliding potato scale.
Cuisine. I'm over here handing out potatoes. I lost my mind.
Can we get that guy on the show?
Cuisine?
Yeah.
He's probably a wrestling fan. Somebody ask Cuj if he's a wrestling fan. Cuisine. And then all he has to do is sit on the couch and just eat whatever he's eating. He doesn't have to say anything.
Get him some stuff from press.
And then Deacon could hang out with him.
And then they'll morph into one person.
Deacon and Cuj look identical.
They do. Talk to me about Vince.
Okay.
Talk to me more about Vince.
Vince is out there. You know, he didn't really do anything. McAfee just ran into his arm a couple times, and Austin's music hits.
Yeah.
Everything was building to that, but I feel like the crowd got shocked.
For sure.
And you know what? What a nice treat that you got Austin 2 nights, right?
So
you got him for 2 nights. He wrestled 2 nights.
Mm-hmm.
And you got McMahon Austin 2022. Austin goes to stun him. And I don't know what happens. This man crumbled.
It was too much.
So what he did, he went, I mean, we all saw it. He went for the stunner, and he went down to a knee, and poor Austin's like, oh, shit, well, I got nothing to grab here.
Yeah.
And when he gets up, he starts tumbling back, and Austin's laughing the whole time, trying to do one of these.
Yeah.
And he hits the rope, and he goes to hit him. And what happens? He takes it. Did he get stunned on his ass? Is that what he... Yeah, that's what he did. He bent forward, but he took it on his ass, so his legs went like this.
Yeah,
and he died. He was dead.
Listen, say what you want about that piss poor stunner. It was hysterical, and the way that Austin was laughing it off was even better.
Austin was dying laughing. Kudos to WWE, whoever edited that clip for Raw and made it look fantastic.
Yeah.
Great job. One takeaway from the Austin stuff from night 1 that I didn't really love. A lot of beer drinking during a match. It kind of took me out of it.
Why were you upset? Were you like, he's got to drive home?
Like, how is she getting home?
He's got to operate heavy machinery later.
How is he going to do this? It took me. It was like too many times.
Yeah.
It was done.
That was
like
fine.
I get like that. That was a great example of on paper. On paper, it didn't execute the way. Like it was. Maybe it's just me.
Okay. Do you think it should have been bigger?
What?
Like the beer drinking. Do you think every single time
less.
should have been like
less?
Boom.
Less.
That was a fun match. This was entirely fun. McAfee taking the stunner and then being so stunned that he's dribbling the beer into his own mouth was a great image. That was like probably one of the most iconic images from this weekend, which is kind of funny. Just a dude laying on his
Fantastic. Kudos to him. And listen,
drinking
man,
beer.
That man is living out his wildest teenage dreams.
The childhood fantasy.
He came out to the Dallas Cheerleaders, dude.
And with Seven Nation Army, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good song
Yeah.
for a dude to come out to because the crowd will chant it, right?
Yeah.
Like if that was me, I'd pick some obscure dopey metal song. And,
No, I think that's the theme of his show.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
I can't read. And up next, your main event. Roman Reigns beating Brock Lesnar.
What'd you think of this?
I enjoyed it, man.
I did not.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was fine. Big dudes.
I did not.
You got that image. The whole match was worked for that image at the end, right? Roman holding the 2 belts.
Yeah. I did not love this. I thought they would do a little more, and they didn't. Spear. It was a spear, Superman punch, suplex, F5, Kimura.
Yeah. But that's all you need.
And that's it. That's all it was. There's nothing else.
In that regard, that's a classic big boy main event.
It was a classic big boy. But I thought, but it's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Have we gotten a swerve at WrestleMania in a main event in a while? When's the last time we got like a big swerve?
Honestly, I can't remember.
Or a turn or something.
You know what? Honestly, and I don't know if you're the same way. You know what pops into my head immediately?
What?
Seth cashing in.
Seth cashing in. That was a big moment, yeah.
But I do feel like something else happened.
It was
after
31.
That.
Was that 31? 32? I don't know. I can't remember. So Roman defeated Brock Lesnar to become the reigning, undisputed, unified, whatever. I'll have some news on that in the news segment. Mania Fallout Night 1 did ticket distribution according to WrestleTix. 31. It was WrestleMania 31. Thank you. According to WrestleTix, they distributed 65,719. WWE announced 77,899. I don't know with the comp and corporate tickets how many they would give. Is it possible they gave 10,000 tickets?
Could be possible, right?
I mean,
well, don't they have a rule of each superstar gets X amount plus whoever's working backstage gets X amount? But how much could that possibly be? I don't think that's 10,000.
You know, they. I mean, think about it though. Municipalities,
sure,
radio giveaways, corporate partners,
great,
media partners, the networks, all the network. I mean, I could say maybe, but very hard. I mean, that's a lot of tickets to give away. Maybe 5,000, but regardless, whatever. 77,899 was announced for night 1. Night 2, they distributed 65,653, so pretty much equal by 200 shy. But they announced 78,453. This is the most attended show. I think it was over 160,000 people. Obviously, there was a lot of it wasn't this different people every night, but nice, fantastic PR numbers to talk about.
Yeah,
WrestleMania 39 will take place April 1st and 2nd in SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. I will probably be there.
That's gonna be fun. Yeah. You want to pull the trigger on that one?
Yeah, I think so. I think we gotta.
Yeah.
I like LA.
Talk to people.
LA's fun. I know that city.
We can recreate Beverly Hills Cop.
We could do Beverly
shot
Hills
for shot
Cop.
remake of Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, all of them. All those LA movies. Alien Nation, I want to recreate.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
But who's the alien? Me or you? Am I the rogue cop or are you the alien cop?
We could switch it out.
Okay, cool. We'll switch it back and forth.
Get horny for milk.
Dude, they would drink spoiled milk, right? Wasn't that their deal?
That was their deal.
They were really horny for spoiled milk.
That was their alcohol. Was spoiled milk.
Unbelievable. Fantastic stuff. What a crazy, wacky show.
Are we dating ourselves with that reference?
Alienation?
Yeah.
Nobody knows that TV show. Rick Boogs got injured, torn quad and patella tendon. He'll be out for a while. 8 months? Maybe?
6 to 8 months, right?
Yeah. Pat Buck stepped down as a producer after WrestleMania. I don't know what he's doing. That came out of nowhere. He produced the Roman Brock match and the Ronda Charlotte match. So, fascinatingly enough, Pat Buck's from Queens, right? I think he's from here.
Is he?
Yeah.
I just thought he was from upstate.
No, I think he's from here. Raw, 2.10 million people, a lot of viewers, the highest number in 15 months. The previous high was set by the Legend show that they had in January of 2021.
Interesting.
So, all right, very cool. Cody comes out. What did you think of his promo?
I love this promo. Cody's.
Oh, what's happening?
Am I freezing?
Why are you moving?
Am I calling the doctor?
That's not even you.
That's not even me from today. Holy shit! How'd that happen?
Dude, that's one of those like spooky mirror people.
Dude, are we in the Matrix?
Look at that.
Holy shit! Who is that guy? That guy looks confused.
He's very confused.
I'm back. Cody, in my head, I call him a good cry guy.
He is a good cry guy.
Whenever he cuts a promo, you can much like Flair. Once the Adam's apple starts going up and down, you're kind of like, here it comes. And he had to restrain himself. What I like about the dude is he cuts a very natural promo, regardless if it's scripted or not. You feel it. You feel what he's saying.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. What about you?
He said it wasn't scripted, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It was scripted because I saw it.
Okay.
I saw the script. Not saying that it was bad. It was a hybrid. Mm-hmm. Okay. A lot of it was his words, obviously, but he had to get certain things in that they gave him. I don't know how heavily scripted, but it looked scripted to me. I mean, from all accounts, maybe he wrote it. If he wrote it, that's great. Maybe he doesn't consider it unscripted.
Sure.
Maybe he considers that unscripted. I thought Cody did great. He looked great. They're obviously preparing him for a big push. He did a dark match with Kevin Owens. A lot of fun in that dark match. There was a super kick. There was he did the Bucks pose. Kevin Owens did.
Dump the garbage out.
Yeah. Very cool stuff. All right, we'll see what happens here. Elias is now Ezekiel.
Yeah, I got such a kick.
All right,
dopey shit.
And I have. You want some news on this?
Yeah, please.
Hold on. Let me load this.
Shoot.
Up. All right.
Hit me, baby.
Hold on. Let me see. I got notes here. I got my own notes that people send me. So the way that this is gonna work, Ezekiel's gonna be the babyface, right? And in the storyline, nobody believes that Ezekiel is not Elias.
Okay.
They're going to continue this for a while, apparently. And
I'm Elias's younger, better
yeah,
brother.
And so he's going to be like, I'm Elias. And they're like, no, you're not. I don't know how they're going to show Elias. I don't know if they're going to have a fake beard. I don't know if they filmed some stuff from before that they're going to use. So, interesting. But this will continue, where nobody believes that it's Ezekiel.
I'm with it, man. I'm with it.
Yeah.
How do you think some guy? This is not a knock on the dude, but I don't know what's on. I don't know what's going on under this thing on my face. I'm sure you don't know what's going on.
Oh, no, I know, and I'll never shave.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
shave once.
Listen, some dudes need to grow that beard back.
You'll,
like, honestly, and this is going to sound very vain.
Yeah.
Unless I know I'm not going to see people for like a week, that's the only time I would shave, but just to grow it back properly.
I look like I'm the host of Who Wants to Be a Turkish Millionaire when I shave my beard.
Yeah.
Like, that photo of me without a beard, you saw it, right?
Yeah.
Terrifying.
You look good regardless.
Terrifying.
But again, like, you've had that beard for so long, you don't know if you got like a blotch or like a thing,
something,
or like just something. You know, you got like some Gorbachev shit going on your chin. You know,
it doesn't work for me, man. Doesn't work for me.
MVP turns on Bobby Lashley.
Yes,
great.
And now he's with Omos.
He's at Omos.
Don't care for that.
Whatever.
That Omos match was terrible.
It was terrible.
That was monstrously terrible.
But it was monstrous. I think that was the point of it. Braun Breaker, in a weird move, Braun Breaker wins the NXT Championship after losing it at Stand and Deliver. Do you think they were like, this is going to be the moment everybody talks about on Monday night?
Yeah, well, for Tuesday. It was to pop the rating on Tuesday.
All right.
Yeah, but it was a last minute. I mean, they called it. It was on the sheet in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know when they decided this, but they decided like as of like 3:00 in the afternoon, it was happening on Monday. So I guess they wanted to pop the rating like that, or give something different.
We got a full chat room for the most part right now. A lot of fan favorites, a lot of favorites of ours.
Okay,
I got a question for you.
Yeah,
this has nothing to do with wrestling.
All right,
how much of a donation would it take for you to shave that beard?
Zero.
Yeah?
Zero, yeah.
If somebody dropped $500 right now.
No way.
Really?
No way, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
$1,000.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even consider it?
Wouldn't even consider it. Yeah.
Wow. You're attached.
Yeah.
That's good. Just stand by your convictions.
I'm standing by my convictions.
How much would it take for you to get it to grow longer?
Oh, I let it grow sometimes.
Like a big Bray Wyatt beard.
I couldn't do it. It gets painful. No, it hurts.
Yeah,
it hurts. Yeah, it's not. It really hurts.
My beard hurts.
My beard. Have you had my lasagna?
It makes me eating. Rhea Ripley teased a split with Liv after they lost.
You know, I'm going to tell her. I'm going to be like, go put on something sexy and do that voice.
Are you at the age where you're just getting turned on by weird shit?
I want some lasagna, big clams.
Cluck like a chicken for me.
Big clams.
Rhea teasing the split. Veer came out, and according to some kind of press release, Veer came all over the Mysterios.
Veer did come all over the Mysterios. He did come. Veer came.
How do you feel about the Veer debut?
It is a nothing salad for me. I don't like it. Does nothing. I get that it's like a meme.
It's a nothing salad.
It's a nothing salad. I mean,
that's good. How far do you see Veer going? Veer taking that U.S. title? Is he taking that IC belt?
By the way, Issa just messaged me. She just texted me. She goes, now I need to see you without a beard. I'm going to tell you something. I look like I own a used electronic shop on Brighton Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I look like I'm going to sell you bad electronics when I have no beard. I get very, very... I don't trust this guy.
You get very handsy?
I get very handsy, too. I just walk around. Men only, though. Men only. I greet them like this. Come here, Rich. I'll show you. Come here. Come here. No, come closer. Come closer.
Do I got to walk?
Yeah, no. Inch closer. Oh, my God. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, squeeze the old man boob this morning.
All right, Veer showed up. Roman... He's going to reveal what's next on SmackDown.
Yeah. You think
we'll find out tonight.
Roman's going to reveal that he's tired because he's got to do 2 shows a week now.
I'm so tired, man. Next week on Raw, AJ versus Damian Priest. Looking forward to that.
Great.
Naomi and Sasha versus Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan to continue possibly to break up. This would be the moment, you know. They lose and Rhea turns on Liv and then becomes a spooky girl.
Great.
Okay. Veer versus Rey Mysterio also. NXT Fallout from Stand and Deliver, 631,000, a .14 demo. Toxic Attraction wins back the titles that they lost on Saturday. Imperium lost to the Creed brothers. Fabian Eichner walked out of the match. NXT champion Braun Breaker defeated Gunther to retain the title. This match was made at the top of the show after Joe Gacy was shown on screen to have kidnapped Rick Steiner. Is Scott gonna save him?
Oh my God! You think Scott's too good for NXT? He's like, it's Bush League.
He just talks numbers. That's it.
45.
45. That's it. That's all he says. Corey Carmella got married yesterday. Some more notes here.
Great.
Jerry Lawler is replacing Corey Graves on commentary while he goes on honeymoon.
Excellent.
Puppies. I can't believe that man made a career just screaming puppies whenever he saw large breasts.
Or any breasts.
Any breasts. Large, small, it doesn't matter. WWE talent will be allowed to start making third-party income again. Triple H was at a meeting. And rumored call-up is Raquel Gonzalez. Also, the rumored call-up, LA Knight. I would imagine that he's getting ready, and I'm imagining Ciampa's getting ready. I heard of the rumor that LA Knight is going to be a manager. I know that was spreading. I don't know anything personal about that. Like, I've heard nobody's told me that. I mean, it's possible. It's very possible. I just don't know that.
They're doing the Adam Cole treatment on him?
Oh, God. Why? Gunther and Bartel, but not Fabian Aichner. I don't know what that means. Oh, these are call-ups. Oh, so Gunther may be getting a call-up too. Okay. And Shane Stunn is committed to play for Indiana. You saw that?
Declan McMahon.
Yeah. 18 years old.
Very cool.
Starts next year. I'm going to pass on the bad stuff to Sonny. Sonny killed somebody, allegedly.
Yeah.
With a crash. So we'll skip that. And then I'm not going to go into the Nash Carter stuff. There's so many other people that did a better job than we could here.
Yeah.
AEW news. You want to go into this?
Yeah, it looks like AEW and New Japan are partnering on content. This is big.
Yeah.
For a fan, I think this is big. AEW Dynamite and Rampage will be coming to New Japan World in Japan soon.
So what's the other side of this deal?
Listen, man, we've been speculating about this for ages, right? I would love them to do the HBO Max deal.
It's the other side, yeah. Or any platform. I think they would have. Listen, I think
Peacock.
They need. I don't want them on Peacock.
Nah.
This is another piece to that content puzzle, right? This is nice distribution on a platform that already has a decent following in Japan. A lot of synergy between the two brands, but where's the other side of this deal?
Would you consider AEW like a cool company, quote unquote, like aesthetically?
Yeah, I think
things
so.
like that. I feel like what's your favorite streaming content interface?
I love HBO Max, dude.
Me too. Nothing compares to it because the infrastructure is great, right?
Yeah.
I downloaded the Paramount app yesterday to start watching Picard.
Oh, you haven't seen did you ever see the first season?
No, I wanted to. I'm doing.
My mother-in-law loves Picard.
It's awesome. We watched the first 2 episodes of Picard season 2. That's freaking fantastic. But anyway, that Paramount app is a clone of the HBO app, except the Paramount app stinks to high heaven. So I think if AEW does something, it has to be on a platform that actually has good good software infrastructure.
Yeah,
it's not going to crash. You know. That TBS app is also like not that great, or the TNT app. Like the apps, not great.
They all suck. None of them are good. Netflix is good. Hulu's fine, but they tweak shit and they break it.
Yeah.
YouTube has a great interface.
Yeah, YouTube's easy.
Yeah. I'm gonna skip on all the Ring of Honor stuff because we will run out of time here. But the show did more than 20,000 buys.
Phenomenal.
Which is huge. This is without the Honor Club numbers. I had the same problem. Like, I had no idea where this was airing until I looked up late and I was like, oh, it's on BR Live. It's on Fight. So I bought it, but it was also on Honor Club. So a ton of people also watch on Honor Club. This could be the most ordered Ring of Honor pay-per-view.
Probably, right?
20,000 buys is a lot of buys.
Yeah.
Especially for them.
Big time. Listen, we're not going to talk about the card, but we did get the return of Samoa Joe.
Yes, we did. And we got it on Dynamite.
And you know what? Like, that's the kind of wrestling and character and performer that does it for me. I know he does it for you, but over the weekend basically saying like, yo, the time for games is over.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gunning for everybody now.
Yeah. So let's go through this really quick. Dynamite last night, really good show. Started with Adam Cole defeating Christian and then after that, Adam Page challenged Cole to a Texas death match.
Yeah.
on Rampage next week. Live Rampage next week.
Great.
Why is it live?
I don't know. I don't know the answer for that.
Is Battle of the Belts? Oh, because of Battle of the Belts on Saturday. So you got a live Rampage next week. Very cool. They love doing those sexist death matches, huh?
It works, right?
Yeah, they do a good job with them. Samoa Joe beat Max Caster, beat the crap out of him in the Owen Cup qualifier. The Muscle Buster's back. He hit him with a Muscle Buster. He did a little dance.
Yeah.
He did a little shimmy. He looked good. Sean Dean defeated Sean Spears after Wardlow tries to get into the building.
I think they shot Wardlow from like too far away.
He was a little too far back.
He was like too into the arena, it was like the other side of the arena, and it's like, wow, this is a lot to walk.
Santana Ortiz and Kingston cut a promo on Jericho Appreciation Society. That was okay. Dude, what did you think of this Hardys match? They were not moving well.
Listen, I think they were probably still like a little banged up from last week, but this was fun, man. It was fun. The Hardys are over in my heart, and they always have been over in my heart. So I'll watch any Hardys content. I'm not going to nitpick a Hardys match or a Hardys match.
Yeah. So hit the Swanton. It was a tables match. After AHFO walked out to the ring, they were interrupted by Sting. And then we got Sheeta defeated Julia Hart in the Owen tournament qualifier. Julia worked heel. So, did you notice the little color under her eye patch?
Yeah.
So, it's happening.
She's turning.
Very slowly.
She got infected.
She got infected a long time ago, and now it's happening. So, I hope she goes.
Yeah.
She joins House of Black soon. Ring of Honor Tag Team. This was fantastic. Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions and the AAA Tag Champions, FTR, defeated the Young Bucks. Incredible. This was their second classic match of the week.
Good for FTR, right?
Yeah.
These guys are climbing the charts to becoming one of my favorite tag teams of all time.
Yeah.
And it's a far cry from NXT also, right? Like NXT, they were rocking. My main roster, not so much. And now it's like you can see what these guys could do.
Yeah, this is they're on fire right now.
Yeah. I also think that match they had with the Briscoes could have main evented like any pay-per-view in the last year.
Yeah. Everybody has to watch Rampage. I'm just letting you guys know.
Uh-oh.
2 fantastic matches. Yeah, Danielson and Trent Beretta that started the show. The crowd was a little slow to get back into this because they just saw that FTR match.
Tough. Yeah.
But they got him there. You also had Red Velvet and Willow Nightingale in a qualifier. Swerve Strickland and QT Marshall. And the main event, this match, everybody's saying this is the match to check out. Jon Moxley, Wheeler Yuta. I'm curious to see how good it is. I hope it lives up to the hype.
He's another one, Mox, that can fill his weekend up with amazing matches. Like his match with Busick.
Oh, yeah, man.
This weekend was ridiculous. Hard-hitting, very bloody. This guy showed up to Corey Graves' wedding dressed like Nick Gage.
Did he? Did he really?
I'm not knocking the guy, but I think it's funny. You see all the pictures on like everybody's socials today, and everybody looks beautiful, and like everybody's in suits. This guy looks like he's about to pick shit up from the grocer.
Good. Let him be genuine. AEW Dynamite 413 lineup. You got the World Tag Team Champions, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus versus Red Dragon. Red Dragon should win the title here. Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz versus Jericho Appreciation. AEW Rampage on 415, which is a live one. Hangman versus Adam Cole in the Texas Death Match for the title. AEW Battle of the Belts 416. A lot of wrestling next week. Thunder Rosa and Nyla has been announced for that.
Fantastic.
Freaking tastic.
We made it. We got a little bit left.
We made it. I have some news, though. All right? So some notes here. If you guys want. And then we're going to go into our Q&A. So submit your questions, by the way. And hit the super chat button because I'm going to give you guys some cool information here.
A little dirt.
If I could find it.
Guys, if you want to super chat us to get your questions in ahead of time, feel free to do that with the hashtag Viva Las Vegas. We're trying to get out to Vegas. We're going to get out to Vegas. So we got to get MG out to Vegas. Jonathan, Suncast, the whole crew wants to go to Vegas. So if you want to super chat us, that's awesome with the hashtag Viva Las Vegas. Also, we got a $2 super chat from Christos Kalantzis. It's my birthday. Would love a shout out. Happy birthday, bud.
You're not going to talk Greek to him?
Happy birthday.
There you go. That's Greek. Happy birthday. That's Greek, right?
Yeah.
That's how you say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Don't they just say Christos Anesti about everything?
About everything.
Everything is
every
that.
single thing.
a lot of that's going to go around in a week or so, right? A lot of Christos Anesti.
Next week is Catholic Easter.
Yeah.
And then I think 2 weeks after that is
Orthodox,
Greek Easter.
yeah.
Orthodox Easter. I need my excuse to get out of it this year.
You can't do Greek Easter this year.
I don't like being in a crowd, that big a crowd.
It's okay.
It's like go to every.
Do you guys play the egg game? Did you play it growing up?
With my dad.
With your dad, my dad too.
Yeah,
and then would he knock it on his tooth to test the egg?
No.
Okay.
He would do he'd like buff it in a weird way.
Like my father would like tap it on his tooth.
Yeah.
It has to be like a thing, right?
I haven't I always lose.
Oh, me too.
I haven't won in years.
Oh, my father loves beating everybody.
Yeah.
He takes such pride in that stupid egg game.
Same here.
Nobody knows what we're talking about.
And then does your dad save the egg for like 2 weeks in the fridge?
Of course.
Yeah.
Those eggs, and he's like, no, it's good. You need to eat it.
Just in case. I don't eat the eggs.
Listen, Andrew. Where are all the eggs? All right. Q&A time, boys and girls. I do have some notes here, but I'm going to see what questions are thrown our way, and I will maybe incorporate some of the notes that I have here. So let's go into it. What do we have?
Sounds good. All right. This is from Shayar Hashemi. I hope I'm saying that right. Hashtag Viva Las Vegas, $5. I need Andrew to speak about where Veer and Ezekiel fit into the multiverse of Andrew Madness.
Oh, Veer and Ezekiel. Ezekiel would be, Elias would be on the spectrum.
Are you jealous of Veer's hair?
Oh, yeah, crazy. Wild man hair.
Thick.
Yeah, wild man.
Beautiful. Can you grow your hair that long?
I had it down to here.
I want to see you in a ponytail.
I had a ponytail, but I had a little,
not like a rat
you know
tail.
why I cut my hair?
Why?
I'm going to be honest. I regretted shaving the sides.
Interesting.
I was shaving the sides, and I had like a little underbun, man bun. But it grew. It was no longer a little bun. It grew, actually. It was like down to here. So I had nothing coming down. It was just like very thin.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to cut everything off. But if I do it ever again, which I will one more time, I will grow out the sides.
I want to see it. I want to see a beautiful long hair on you.
I'll do one of these.
Do some hair flips.
Yeah.
But you got to shave your eyebrows, though.
Okay.
You have to reverse.
Oh, God. That sneeze was terrible.
Bless you. Jesus.
Oh, God. Sorry.
We got a super chat from Kyle Masters. Viva Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas, baby.
Thanks, bud. This is from Joel Wood, $4.99. Thanks, Joel. Now that Cody's back, do you honestly and realistically see Johnny Gargano or Bray Wyatt returning to WWE this year?
I don't know, man. Whoa. What happened here?
I don't know what happened. You tell me.
Is that me? Can you hear me?
I could hear you.
Oh, wow. I couldn't hear anything.
Guys, can you hear us out there?
Yeah, no, now they can. I couldn't hear myself. I don't know, maybe Bray over Johnny.
Okay.
I would say.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. You need big. I think a big presentation.
You can't do Bray if you're not going to present it in this larger-than-life capacity, right?
Regardless of how he comes out in his next iteration, it has to be big.
It has to be big, yeah. He can't just come out as, like, normal guy.
Can't have a normal guy. Is there a normal guy in wrestling? Like a guy who just comes out?
Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, but that's not a normal guy.
He's a normal guy.
I'm saying, like, some dude who's just like,
hey,
what's up?
Hey, what's up?
You got $10 from Cher. Hashemi once again, just for the hell of it, I
sir.
believe. Thank you. Is another $4.99 from Joel Wood. Would you consider WrestleMania 38 a top 10 WrestleMania?
I thought it was a very good WrestleMania, but here's the thing, right? What would you consider this WrestleMania if it was one night and you didn't have some of these matches, right? So, like, let's look at this.
Then that would be a top 10 WrestleMania.
That would be a top 10 WrestleMania for sure. Look at the cards. You put the top matches. Where is this card? I don't know where it is. I can't find it.
Well, what would you keep from what we saw?
Okay, that's what I'm trying to find. You didn't list the card. Oh, okay. So here it is. Cody, Seth, Steve Austin, Bianca, Logan Paul, Charlotte.
You would have kept
everything on night one. I would have kept,
except for Omos and Lashley.
That was like night two.
Was that night two?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think maybe. I would put Sasha and Naomi on the pre-show. Johnny Knoxville, I'd keep.
Okay.
Edge and Styles, I'd keep. Pat McAfee, I'd keep. I would keep everything. Actually, this was a fantastic show.
Tough, right?
Yeah.
Tough.
This was a really good show. These were the only gripe with these shows. I mean, the matches were good. I don't think anybody had a terrible match. I thought it was a very well done WrestleMania. It just when you look at it as 2 nights, it kind of takes away from like remembering one big one. But I see why they need to do 2 nights. I get it. I totally understand. But they were still, and the only issue, you know what? You're doing 2 nights. That pre-show should have some matches.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, 100%.
So the Sasha Naomi, which is pre-show. You know what I would have done also? I would have changed the tag match. I would have taken that tag match, put it on the pre-show.
Okay.
The one that got bumped, right? And then, I would have just moved those 2, and I would have shortened it by like 30 minutes.
I'm in agreement.
Video packages. I would have cut back on those video packages.
I agree with that. There was a lot of video packages, but there was a great. I feel like, again, like, because I think there's a certain level of impatience that I've started to like really absorb into my being.
Yeah.
I would have liked shorter video packages.
Thank you.
If
we got 10 minutes, by the way.
If WrestleMania was 10 minutes, I'd be happy.
I love that. An abridged version.
This is from Suprit. $100, whatever those are. No offense. Hey, Andrew, what's the status of NXT UK? Are Triple H and HBK still running things over there? And is the existence of the brand still worth it?
They got a nice little deal for that studio.
Okay.
So, their entire philosophy has shifted away from what NXT UK is for NXT.
Yeah.
NXT UK is closer to what NXT was, where they're developing, wrestling and characters like that, where now this version of NXT is like on steroids.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's a great question.
Yeah, I think now we'll really see what Triple H does with the Office power, right?
Now that he's back. Yeah.
We got another $4.99 here from Joel Wood. Do you see WWE bringing in Brandy at some point, given what they've done with Bryan and Brie and Miz and Maurice and Edge and Beth?
I 100% see them doing something.
I believe Seth and Becky did an interview.
Becky?
Becky Lynch.
Oh, okay.
Right? That Seth and Becky did an interview over the weekend, and somebody asked them, what couple would you like to face? And I think she said Edge and Beth, but Seth was like, well, Brandy wrestles, right? There you go. I would think that would be a great match. Let's see. We got a super chat from Cadillac Carson.
Yo.
I would be remiss if I didn't donate toward Viva Las Vegas.
Thank you.
Do you think someone will join Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz against JAS?
Yeah, they're short somebody, right? Why don't you do Homicide?
Homicide would be great. Who would be the other
guy? Who's missing from LAX?
Hernandez?
Can he wrestle?
Conan?
Does he still wrestle? No, Conan. Not Conan. Maybe you bring back. Listen, you could bring Homicide.
Sammy.
Maybe he's flips. Sammy flips.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, interesting.
Because I think they need like another couple of like brawler type guys, right?
Yeah.
So who's on that roster that would fit? That's not really doing anything right now.
I don't know. That's a really good question. Very good question.
Yeah, I feel like it would have to be a younger talent.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Because you need to elevate somebody young. Hernandez, yeah, you could do Hernandez for like he could show up. You could do Homicide because he's done something over there already.
Hook.
Let's
see what we got here. All right. A lot of people are saying Hernandez, which is great. I wouldn't mind seeing him do one thing in an AEW
me too.
ring. Big dude.
Yeah, big dude.
Spanish Superman, that's what they call him, right?
No, that was my name.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you want to do one more question? Or you want to do a couple more?
Yeah, we can do a couple more.
All right.
This is a fast one.
This is from Connor. Do you guys think Cody gets to bleed even though it's been kind of outlawed in WWE?
Probably not. Not like he was bleeding in AEW. Maybe he'll.
Oh, he was really bleeding in AEW.
Oh my God, everywhere, everywhere.
This is from Ballad Club guy. What's up? That guy went to WrestleMania. What up, boys? Any info on what's planned for WrestleMania Backlash?
I'm thinking rematches. Maybe you'll get Miz and Logan Paul, or maybe that's a SummerSlam match. I don't
know. We got another one from Sher Hashemi here. $10. Thanks, bud. Viva Las Vegas. 2 post WrestleMania matches.
Okay.
Book them.
Okay.
In an AEW building, Edge versus AJ and Roman versus Brock.
In an AEW building. So you're gonna do Sears? You're gonna do Grand Slam?
Let's do Grand Slam.
Okay. In Queens?
Grand Slam, Edge versus AJ Styles.
Okay.
AEW presents Edge versus AJ.
Is it an AEW style?
Yeah.
Is it AEW presenting?
I think that's what he meant.
That what he meant.
Yeah.
I think the Roman and Brock match would just be bloody. It would be a ton of blood.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Edge and Styles would turn it up to like 1 million.
I think the Edge and AJ would turn it up to 1 million, and that match would have several run-ins. Young Bucks. Christian,
a ton, yeah.
You know, like
a lot. Oh man, Christian gets involved. The Bucks get involved.
Yeah.
The Hardys show up.
You get like some
schmaz total
Bullet Club stuff happening. AJ says no. Christian comes out. Edge is like no.
Jay White comes out and costs AJ the match.
Perfect. Great booking. What about Brock and Roman?
Blood everywhere.
Just nasty.
Yeah, nasty.
You know what? I feel like if they were in AEW, somebody would say, "How about an F5 from the top rope through the announce table, or through a table?" Just getting nasty. All right, we got a super chat from friend of the show, Taylor. Hashtag Viva Las Vegas. Yeah. Happy Friday, guys. Awesome. Have a great one. Thank you, Taylor.
See? Our one and only. No, we have a couple of female fans.
We do have a couple. 2 of them.
And friends. They're all friends.
All right, let's see. What do we got here? This is from Supersonic X. With Lacey Evans returning. But with Lacey Evans' return, first will WWE bring back Asuka, Alexa Bliss, and Bayley later on in the summer?
I know that Bayley's supposed to be here like now.
Yeah.
I don't know what changed. Asuka too. Maybe it's just a creative thing they're working on. By the way, Harry Tarjanian says that he was the Spanish Aquaman.
Aquaman. Yeah, it's Aquaman. Let's see what we got here. We got another super chat from Ryan Martins. Do you think
there's a moth in here? It's driving me crazy.
Do you think Rhea and Ciampa will be added to Edge's new faction?
I think Rhea will be. I'm not sure about Ciampa, but let me see what I have in my notes here. If I have that.
Do you? Here's a question.
Oh, do you want some news?
Yeah, love some news.
Here we go. It looks like Rhea is going to be added to that group, but Ronda will be staying on SmackDown.
Oh.
And she will be possibly tagging with Shayna Baszler.
I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that too.
I'm very cool with that.
So you could see them winning the titles, you know?
Do you think? Yeah, absolutely. If her loss at Mania sets up a tag team,
her and Shayna, I think that's great.
Yeah, absolutely. If it sets up a tag team run for them, that would be awesome. I got a question for you. Do you think Edge and the WWE writers looked at the Dark Order and were like, we could do that?
I don't know where. I think some of it is parallel thinking a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. I want to see where it goes. I'm not going to poo-poo on it until I see where it goes. Let's see here. This is from the Kingsman. This is off of Twitter. Will Roman be a traveling champion across Raw and SmackDown, or will he have a new championship and possibly another one for Raw?
So, as far as I know, and this is something I was told, it hasn't been decided yet on how they're doing this. Like the concept of how they're going to do this unified title thing. I don't think they've decided if he's going to be on Raw every week or every other week. It hasn't been set yet. I think they're working all this out right now on how they're going to play this out, because here's the thing. Who are his opponents? And does he defend the titles individually?
Yeah, that's the interesting thing.
He would have to.
Do you think they're going to keep the 2 belts on him? Like, aesthetically?
This moth is going to...
Or you're very distracted by this moth.
It's
holding up a little sign.
No, I think they're going to keep the 2 titles.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I kind of want them to... I want him to throw them out, get like a big, like, and you know how like the smoking skull belt, the Brahma Bull belt,
get like a custom one for him,
like the tribal chief
just
belt,
a fist,
yeah,
like this,
just going up and down.
No, it comes out,
like,
yeah, it moves.
The tribal chief belt. How would you feel about that?
They'll probably sell that on the site,
big MF belt, just huge,
gigantic. I'm okay with that.
I want a big belt. I want to see a.
Listen, they sold that
belt.
eco-friendly belt.
They did, yeah.
They did, and they sold it like crazy.
That was fun.
Yeah, so it's interesting. They don't have a set plan right now on how they're going to handle this. I guess they're playing it by ear and see what happens.
You want to do one more?
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Oh, by the way, Cody's going to continue his feud with Seth. That's not over.
Okay.
So you know how we were talking about earlier about Kevin Owens? It's continuing as Seth.
Interesting. This is from Brian Scott on Twitter. Given the success/buzz of Cody, do you think WWE will extend the olive branch and give mega deals to wrestlers who've left in not so favorable conditions like Moxley?
I think the door is always open at WWE for everybody.
Yes.
So if Moxley's available and they could grab Moxley away from AEW, absolutely. But, depending on how well they do with Cody, this is going to be a nice test to see if people want to go over. Because if they, Cody, let's say Cody wins Money in the Bank, which is something somebody mentioned to me, and I have no idea. I have not confirmed it beyond this. But let's say he wins Money in the Bank. Wouldn't that be the way to do it? You're dangling that carrot, and then it could be at any time, and then he wins the title at one point, and now you're like, oh, crap, they did put the title on him within a year of coming back.
I think it's going to happen, right?
I think it's going to happen. I 100% think it's going to happen, and I'd be shocked. I would think it's a dumb move, not storyline-wise, but dumb move optics-wise, creatively, to convince people, like, hey, look, they're doing something different.
You know what I feel like? Again, this is like my fanboy trepidation. You know what I feel like would throw a monkey wrench into that plan?
What?
If somebody decides to come back, like Dwayne. Like The Rock is
yeah, it would take the momentum away, yeah.
If The Rock was like, you know what, I want that belt.
Then it would take.
I got to change my logos again.
I got to change all my logos again.
Got to change all my logos. I did this in
It's getting axed.
I did this in MS Paint. Yeah, how do you feel about that new logo?
Whatever. I don't hate it. A lot of people hate it. They're very polarizing, the internet, about that logo.
Let's see. I can see people sort of jumping ship to WWE, but I think, obviously, in this business, like any other business, it's a matter of willpower, right? Cody was like, this is what I want, this is what I need, and they said no problem. Over the weekend, he actually said, I didn't think it was going to go that smooth with what they were offering me. I thought, but he wanted closure from Vince.
He wanted it, yeah.
Right?
And he got it.
And I'm happy for the dude. I don't feel any sense of betrayal.
I don't either.
That this guy jumped ship.
Yeah.
To finish his unfinished business.
No, it's his life. I don't know why anybody feels it.
And plus, apparently, a lot of dudes from AEW were backstage. This is everybody's friends.
Everybody's friends.
Yeah.
It's always been like that. Anything else?
This is from Amnol. Any update on Roman's injury?
I think he's okay. I don't think it's as bad as people thought it was.
All right. And this is from BC Knight. Give Marco Stunt.
There's a moth.
Are you afraid of moths? You got it. You almost got it.
Oh, he survived.
There you go.
There he is.
You got it. Good. You murderer. This is from BC Knight on Twitch. Give Marco Stunt a mega deal, you cowards.
Huge deal. WWE champion Marco Stunt.
Your favorite?
My favorite.
Would you have popped if he showed up during the Jackass match?
That would have been hysterical. I would have enjoyed that. All right. Ready?
Yeah, I think we're done.
That's it. All right, guys. That's it for today. I got to go to work. I'm exhausted today. This was a lot of fun. Love each and every one of you. Always.
You.
Thank you for all the super chats. Follow me on Twitter @AndrewsArian, BTC Rich, Matt Men Podcast. Why are you killing the moths? I don't want him here. I want him gone. I'll see you later. Take care.
Goodbye.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
I got to run out the door.
Love you.
Later, guys.
Thank you.
Love you too, MG.